Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Barter speaking, and for real this time, welcome back to another episode of... So yeah, another time where I'm reviewing a NotZoey video without having first had the intention of doing so, because what I've been doing is I've been going through like the channel studio page that I have and seeing, okay, well, I'm checking from here, what have I not reviewed in some time? And I thought, okay, here's a Charity, for example. That's the series that I should probably get back to next. Because it's one that floats around my mind for some time, and then I just never commit to it. But actually, the thing with WizGaming's channel, I mentioned this before, is the fact that there's a whole mixture of things and not really a concrete playlist that determines the watch order of anything. So every time I review a WizGaming video, I always scroll through and I figure out what's actually is the next thing that I should tackle if I'm going in that particular order. And that's actually how I discovered the Fartnado video, I'm pretty sure. I think that was how it came about, because, yeah, it was, or at least that's how I verified where it was supposed to be. If you don't remember the Fartnado video, that was a dub of a pre-existing Gacha video that I don't remember who was by originally, but it's something that WizGaming did that seemed to act a bit like, I say it acted a little like a parody because there were a few extra added jokes and non sequiturs that weren't really required. And then I came across something that was done around a similar time for this series that was practically an abridged series. I thought, okay, this is kind of interesting, in the fact that an abridged Gacha series is an idea that we floated around in our circles for some time. How did somebody actually pull it off? But before we get to that, of course, the thing is, surely one should understand the original before going in. It's like I say when I talk about, Alpha Sisters stuff. If you're going to satirize something, understand where it comes from. Side note about that, actually, there's an Alpha Sisters short that came out that was, about, how did Alpha Sisters teach you nothing? Alpha Sisters teach you and all these different things that, they listed themselves about, like, what they taught. And one of the things they taught, they said that, they taught from that parody they did of Miraculous, that the original Miraculous series was trash and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I pointed out that none of what they said was actually properly satirizing things. They actually just made it all up. So that meant nothing. But on topic of this video, we'll find out if WizGaming is any better at satirizing and or abridging than Alpha Sisters. But we'll do that probably tomorrow, unless oh wait, no, tomorrow we're doing Occulta again. So in 2 days' time we'll do that. But for tonight, we tackle the original. And I've brought along with me Bon.
What's up?
So yeah, I know nothing about this particular the series at all. So
Yeah,
we'll
me
see how
neither.
it goes from here. Yeah.
But apparently Prism does. Apparently Prism has watched this series and has rated it okay.
But you know what? We'll take that. After after last
Yeah.
review, we'll take that.
Oh my
Um
god. Last review. I don't want to talk about last review.
no, yeah, fair enough. The one thing I will say is that there is at the in the original title of this video, it actually says D/C. And so I was like, okay, I'm not sure what they meant by D/C. So I looked it
Discontinued?
up. Yeah, I looked it up, and the best conclusion I can get is discontinued. So I guess that we're not going to, we know that, and from what I can tell, there are only 2 episodes of this, so we won't be following along that closely. It seems like WizGaming's venture was short-lived, as was NotZoey's at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll go ahead and find out. And apparently, Mops is seen as because of WizGaming. So I guess I guess there's that. We're all
That's
going to
either a
learn
good
something
thing or a
today.
bad thing.
Depending on how good a job WizGaming did, we'll see. But yeah, for now. Oh wait.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
that's right, because it logged me out. That's why it took so long to come back in. I need to re-import the
It didn't
video.
shove me into the back rooms. That's nice.
No, that's very true. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right.
Oh
Without
wow.
further ado, on with
Already.
the review. Yeah, and
Already.
already. Not even gonna press.
Already.
Not
There's
even gonna
something
press
a
play.
little bit off about this single frame. Frame 1. Already immediately questions.
One of these things is not like the other.
This is what happens when people are so tired of using gacha pets that can't be changed. Then again, this is probably a static image too, if I had to take a
Oh,
wild
actually,
guess.
no. I've seen this. I've seen like the first few seconds because obviously when you press a YouTube video, it doesn't let you pause until later. So yeah, I've seen the first few seconds. The goat does in fact move. That otherwise there would be no point to it. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Shelby. I need
oh my
I mean, it
god.
does. It does look uncanny or move
Yeah.
that would seem uncanny, but
Like you said it was gonna move and I wasn't prepared anyway.
yeah.
Also, goats are not that tall. Like there are miniature goats, of course, that like only go up to your like waist. But I've also seen like regular sized goats, and they probably go up to maybe your chin. That's it.
Yeah.
This goat is something else.
I've only ever seen one giant goat, and that was in Gravity Falls. So
Also, I like the blurring of background and foreground happening right here. This is an
yeah,
interesting choice.
I do question the blurring of the tree, which seems a much more intense than the one for the extra that is at the front here, and who at one
Mhm.
point blocked the camera. It's so the ambition is there, but probably when it comes to editing, I don't think it probably should have been placed here. But it's good that is a tool in NotZoey's arsenal right now.
Mhm.
to charge at that tree, okay? All right, now go!
Oh my.
Yes!
What?
Great job!
Yeah, I guess.
What?
So what little I know about this show is that there's some sort of ranking system, and I think it is to do with people's magical powers. And I say that because the description of the video says something like main character is a low ranking such and such and such. I don't really remember.
Ah, this trope.
So I guess I guess this character's power is possessing animals and creating spectral forms of them to charge at wildlife. Okay.
Maybe.
Shelby.
No, I'm not sure. The title of this episode is called Spirit Animals. Maybe that's what the goat is. A spirit animal.
Yeah, it's certainly a spirit now. It's been vaporized.
Yeah, it reduced to green smoke and then only the outline remained.
Yeah.
What? My power stats got higher!
No way! That means you're an elite ranker now.
Yes! And I'm only
Well, I mean, you didn't say by how much. Was the ranking off by like 1 mark or something? I mean, sure,
in
okay.
middle school!
Wow, you're going to be a high ranker soon. Oh my god.
Hold on, elite ranker is beneath high ranker?
Hey!
Yeah, higher by exactly what I was thinking. Or well, higher by 1, I was going to say. We presume that 1 is the lowest like marks that you can actually increase by. But I don't know.
Don't worry.
Here I am
You're
over
too
here
far
trying to wonder what the heck is going on with her upper thighs. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at when she's sitting like that. Like what is happening to her legs?
You know how some people have like really big hoodies that they can like droop over their knees if they are loose enough. I think that's what's happening here, just automatically from Gacha.
And me anyways. He'll catch up soon.
You think you're
Eh.
better than me? Fine, let's battle right now.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Frat boy, older brother was challenged you to a battle.
Yeah, no, I every time I hear "Let's Battle," I just have a flashback of like the Pokemon in real life series that Smosh did way back in the day. They did one new episode recently, but yeah, that's what I think of. It's like, you walked in front of me, let's battle. Anyway. Wow, she backed away a long way to make that jump work. Okay, I love the sound effects for this, and and the actual keyframed movement. Both of those are fantastic. The one thing that would make this better is if the music was accompanied it, because the music at the moment is just very like casual background scoring, but it hasn't changed to match the action sequence.
Is that all you got?
That generally sounds like my bully voice that I did for like one of Polar's videos.
I'm also
right in the eye.
My bad. I didn't mean to have you pause it right on this frame, but the only thing here is everything else is super loud and the music is super quiet. Like that's not always a bad thing, but I'm trying to strain to hear the music and then I get jump scared by a voice line or a sound effect that blasts my eardrums.
Yeah, for this scene in particular, the music should have been louder. Normally, much as it should be quieter, but yeah. Oh my goodness, his head's coming up.
What the heck just happened? Oh,
okay.
No!
Now, that's an interesting idea, considering that you very much can make this pose with the attached Gacha characters, so why detach the face?
Oh, God.
I generally don't know what advantage that serves in this context.
That was horrifying. His neck was oscillating. I didn't like that.
I think I heard a blood spurt there. That man is dead.
I'm not surprised. His head is detached from his neck. His spine is just not connected to his skull in the slightest.
No, it reminds me of that one like walking sequence in FAFSA where the heads were completely static, but the shoulders went boom boom boom, boom like constantly.
Oh my god! Or like Not Your Average Girl when the guy's playing the piano, it's just fully detached.
Yeah, that happened in my street as well at one point.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he got blind. Yeah, he should be wearing the eye patch right now.
Oh my god, yeah. The
Those
blanket
two are at it
over top of the
again?
dresser, by the way. Oh, never mind. It's cut to the middle, but on her left side, there was a nightstand, and the blanket was clipping over it. Not that big of a deal. I'm
This is
nitpicking.
the third time this week.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like we say, when we like something, we nitpick it more. So,
Trying to sleep.
Oh, wait a second. I found something I don't like. If the outlines are a different color other than black, then that means this is Gacha Club or over, so that means noses can exist, and therefore you need to have them. Disappointed. 0 out of 10.
fair enough. So just speaking of lines, I actually realized something that at the top you can see like the hair is like slightly darker from like the lighting basically. So it does seem like NotZoey was playing around with shadows and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Also, outline black eye patch. You got the double whammy.
Yeah, so so you can tell it's Gacha Club because the outlines aren't black, but yeah, I've got outline black and classic. Yeah,
Unacceptable.
yeah.
If I was a high ranker,
Stylistic choice. Shut up! You guys are never gonna let me live that down.
I guess
Alright,
I'm
okay.
just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, and there's the classic Gacha editing issue of turn the character over, everything on their face inverts when it shouldn't.
I don't know why we need to
Great.
nitpick that part. That's the only thing that Stronger Than You Think has over all the other gachas.
Well, I mean, At least from last episode, yes. From the other episodes, it has actual, it has actual character dynamics. But anyway,
Fredboy asked, "Is it the sun?" Lol. I don't think so.
I would have to say, because like basically like the line of where the window is, I think that's what NotZoey was trying to play along with. Because otherwise, if the lamp were on, then it would have been shining. The angle would have been the reverse because the light was going in all different directions. So it had to be the sun in that case.
I think the comments from a little while ago when those two siblings were still fighting each other. I don't think it was the sun.
Now I can't go back to sleep. Might as well get ready for the
Oh, okay. Let me clip over my blanket and then get ready for the day.
stay in my new school then.
Also, reverb for in-head voice would be my preference.
A Gacha Life series. Okay.
Wait a second. Now I'm confused. Yeah, because they have animated Now I'm confused.
Yeah, I do know this came out in 2020, but it might have been early 2020.
This is Yeah, that's an animated pose. And that's not tweened, because I know what tweening looks like, and it's not that. How the heck did this person create a character with blue hair outlines? Oh, fascinating. Maybe
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, maybe outlines are only black for anything other than hair and skin color. Huh. Never checked on
I think they might have been from my days using Gacha Club. I think that was the verdict. Because also that was like the big point of contention between Aiden and I. I know that he started Fallen Angels right as soon as Gacha Club came out, but it was still a thing like for him, black outlines are a stylistic choice, and for me, they are not. So I'm pretty sure that must have meant that I was accustomed to not having them at that point. But yeah.
I just checked, and no, you cannot change the outlines on hair in Gacha Life.
Well.
Very curious. Why are you sliding across your bathtub like that?
It's slippery, you see.
Please, I wish there was just a little sound effect of her feet sliding across the ceramic floor. What? Don't even know.
The blue hair umbrellas. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I was looking at comments.
Careful with that. I need to look away.
I was looking at comments. I almost missed it. I appreciate the attempt at having a towel wrapping there. First of all, it should be a little bit wider because you got at least see a little bit of a torso poking out from the side of the towel where it's supposed to be rapped. But also,
oh, Jacob,
this is the kind of
come on now.
This is the kind of thing that unfortunately has to be done frame by frame in order to avoid this kind of thing happening, or like the bouncing of the towel being completely independent from the character like we saw earlier.
Yeah, this is why I don't mess with animated stuff versus static stuff unless they're layered together.
Yeah, for me it's usually a last resort. Like I know that I have a bit of a reputation for overcomplicating things, but that's normally whenever there's no other solutions I can think of that are are more practical.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So we have all the character names but not attached to them. That's I mean, it depends, because that's the thing that you see a lot of gacha intros where instead of where that is exactly how it's done. Like for example, my own. But I think because this is again early 2020, I think Music Freaks that just was making the rounds at this point. So this is probably where this idea is coming from, because I'm pretty sure in that one Jake also gets out of bed and the logo appears as he's sort of getting ready. It doesn't linger for nearly as long as this does, but it's still a similar setup.
Why is the background oscillating as it zooms in on her?
Because nothing is parented, apparently.
That's a really nice logo. I like that one.
Yeah.
I already told you.
Hey, good at custom food props. Nice.
I'll be fine, okay?
Okay,
Oh.
all right. I can see something happening now. All right,
Are you
so
talking about whenever she changes poses? She's ever so slightly twitching?
actually, no. I was talking about like how the camera is slowly zooming in, which yeah, okay, I get doing that. But the thing is, like I always say,
It's
if
not
you're going to
pre-rendered.
do that, make sure you pre-render the characters
Yeah.
first, or like all the not just the characters, like every layer. Make sure it's pre-rendered so that you don't have to again. Another thing that would be fixed by either going frame by frame or memorizing the specific numbers, and it gets messy. Pre-rendering is again the most practical solution to this kind of thing, because otherwise you get stuff zooming in at
Yeah.
different
Like,
sizes and such.
this is a
Yeah.
weird like, this is such a weird choice that people do, like, I don't even think, like, when they make these choices, like, I don't think they know that there's an alternative, because this just implies that they're taking every single individual layer in this scene and zooming it in individually. Like, oof,
Yep.
why would you do that to
Yeah.
yourself?
And we have seen this kind of thing before, but usually it's for 2, maybe 3 layers of something, because that's usually what the limits of what you would need. But for a scene like this, it's definitely more.
Yeah, so the alternative would probably be, um, exporting it as just a wide shot, and then, once it's all on one layer, then you can zoom it in, which is, I assume, what you mean. And the
Mm,
other option is actually on my software, you can actually add cameras to a scene. So you can just zoom the camera in, and that's how the shot will work. So that's usually what I do, but that's only for my software. But yeah, pre-rendering, obviously, big thing.
mm. Yeah. Also, I like this guy. I used to go for the hardest choices out of spite. Now I go for the easy stuff. I mean, yeah, I do remember that the time in the Gardens where like your editing quality like made a huge jump immediately. And yeah, like I've said before that when you know the when it comes to gachas, the most important part is like if the story and characters work rather than the editing. But people do prioritize editing and visuals because it gives them more prestige, and I'm more praise in the comments and such, and people are duped into believing that is the essential thing, like audiences, I mean, not certainly like the gacha tubers themselves. But yeah.
Probably exactly why April from last review was so taken aback by what we had to say. you know,
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, we probably should have brought that up at that time, because I know we mentioned things about visuals versus story in that review, but not when April was actually there. Probably should have done that. Oh well, but yeah, I checked in the comments. No one's specific about what they like. No one like honed in on the story specifically. Or then again, if they're mostly Alpha Sisters fans, they probably recognized it and enjoyed it anyway.
mhm.
Yeah. And I know that you are always story first, and yeah, like it is possible to do both. Absolutely, it's and have that in the forefront. And trust me, I'm aware that it is very satisfying when somebody when like you actually are able to pull off a particular visual of some kind, and you get the praise for it. I will say it was very
Oh my
satisfying
god,
having
yeah.
gone stimming at the remakes of of remake of Mutant Girl, the last one, and all the different things.
Oh my god, yeah. That was
Yeah,
awesome. I take one look at the most recent thumbnail for not for season 3. I haven't seen that one yet. I'm going to wait till I finish
that's fair.
season 3. But the most recent remake, and I'm looking at the thumbnail, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is going to be good."
Yeah, well, the thumbnails are those always fantastic, as always done by Quadzy. But yeah, that is also another thing. The thumbnail definitely always they suggests what kind of gacha video you're going to get a lot of the time. Except in this video, actually, because the thumbnail is very cluttered and it's hard to tell what was going on. But the WizGaming one is even worse. Maybe we'll talk about that next time.
Oh boy.
But
Okay.
yeah, making me curious about this stream. I have to watch it. Yeah.
Please don't. No, please don't. Please don't.
Well, I mean, don't right now. Then you
No,
need the
don't
news on
ever.
this
You
one.
don't.
But then,
No. Just please, Jacob. Please. I know you like the watch hours, but come on. You're going to scar her.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that she's already seen the episode. Like Prism is one of the diehard Mutant Girl followers, so probably already seen the original thing at least.
Oh man.
There is no reason to worry. I can take care of myself, you know.
I
Oh, wow, that was
know,
quick.
I know. You are 15 now, and you can take care of yourself. Well,
This is a thing, but like first of all, we said take care of yourself, then you can take care of yourself. That's a little bit clumsy, repetitive in the script there. But this is something I hear a lot of the time in media. The best way to state a character's age is have them, talking to their parents, either the parents, the age, or the character themselves. An example is Winx Club, where Bloom goes like, "Mom, I'm 16 years old now," and then that's like established from that point onwards. It's one of those things. Asians girl, Felix when? Haha, what?
No
Well, I
idea.
mean,
Oh yeah. When
yeah,
is he coming back? I guess I don't know.
yeah. Oh, that is true. Yeah, because he wasn't in last episode.
sweetie, but
Stop
Grenville High
spoiling!
is known for the high-ranked students that attend there.
I know it's been
She's
years.
seen it.
Please, I need
She's
time.
seen it. I'm fairly certain she's seen it, and that's why she's saying it. Yeah. Or when's he coming home to me? That okay, fine. That also might be a reason. All right, sure. Yeah.
No, it's spoilers for
Apparently, there
me.
is a
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Forget that Felix doesn't happen to appear in an episode 2 seasons ahead of where you are currently. All right then.
One
mystic
season.
ranker that attends the
I finished
Oh, I
season
thought you-
2.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then. All right.
academy as well.
Yes, as said before, Mom, I'll make sure not to provoke any of the high rankers. And stay on a low profile, of course.
Okay, that is an interesting idea. Not provoking the high rankers, meaning that the high rankers definitely have some sort of like not necessarily authority, but more cachet in the school because of that. Maybe there's like a bit of like a corrupt system, and that's a reason. That's a good reason to try and want to be a high ranker rather than just simply
Oh my god.
bragging rights. That's interesting insight here.
I think
Oh, is it that there's
I think
Sorry.
I figured it out. I figured.
figure what out?
No. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll say it once you finish your thought. I totally cut you off.
Oh, okay, I was gonna pair this to Unbounded. The first episode of Unbounded, does a fantastic job of natural exposition. That's one of NotZoey's stands, like coming up with these with these ideas and working them in semi-organically. I mean, there is eventually probably going to be a detailed description, like breakdown of this, probably in the classroom setting, which again is like at least the natural way to do it. But for now, we're in good hands.
Sorry. that was terrifying. I think I figured out why her hair is a colored outline. I think
Okay.
I the only thing I can think of that might be happening here is they've used a Gacha Life body and put a Gacha Club head on it. That's the only thing I can think of that's going on right now. And then
That
they must have,
might explain the
they must
detached
put
head from earlier.
yeah, exactly. And that might be also like there might be some animated mouths being green screen imported in, like you do for Mutant Girl. That's
Yes,
the
but okay.
thing.
Here's the thing. I do that for Mutant Girl now because animated mouths are not in Gacha Life 2, but they are in Gacha Club. So that is again, it's a last resort situation. In this case, you have animated mouths in both Gacha Life and Gacha Club. So why bother at that point?
I don't think we have animated mouths in Gacha Club.
That's where I get them all from. So we absolutely do.
Never mind. I never use them, so I would never know.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I gotta head to school now, Mom.
Yeah,
Wow,
that,
the dust trails he's
You
got.
forgot
That
your
floor is very dusty.
lunchbox. Catch!
don't forget the corn nuts.
I'm calling from the other side of the room, even though you walked 3 paces. Can you still hear me, daughter?
Don't forget the corn nuts. It's not a party without corn nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That was the slowest throw I've ever seen. What the heck was that?
It's as slow as the goat from earlier.
Thanks, Mom. I got to go now.
And again, also very slowly. That's one thing, by the way. Keyframe distances and speed is something that is definitely something that's honed over time. And again, if people have seen Unbounded, that you know, it happened.
I hate to admit it, but I'm really nervous. My old school only had one elite ranker, and it was made mostly of low rankers like me. But the town of Grinvale is really...
You know, if you're nervous, like that might explain why you're walking in the road right now when there's clearly people on the pavement behind you. I appreciate the fact you have extras, absolutely, but you know, that just because the pavement is slightly blocked doesn't mean you have to put your character in the road.
populated
Not
with
gonna make it
elite
to school.
rankers and...
$50 today, you little idiots. Why didn't you bring it? Huh?
Stop with the eyes. Please stop with the eyes. I'm sorry, I know what you're trying to do, but it's not working. Please stop.
In all fairness, I have started doing that in later Mutant Girl episodes. Oh wait, no, spoiler again, I suppose. Eyes shrink occasionally. Not to that degree,
Oh my
though.
God, enough with that. I just asked to not spoil, and now you're just throwing it all in my face. Sorry.
These are the most inconsequential details about the series.
Are you kidding me? You're gonna tell me if the villain from last season is going to show up or not again in the first 3 episodes? I'd argue that's all
No,
important.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't say the first 3 episodes. I said last episode.
Which is the 3rd, isn't it?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't show up in any of the others.
Oh my God.
I'm now not going to confirm if he does or not, but you know, I did not state that.
Good.
You and Felix get right. All right.
Well, that I
Where do you
assume.
think you're going?
Oh God. Oh God. that was funny.
All right.
The glowing eye didn't match up with his eye, and I've seen that happen. That's happened to me a handful of times. Also,
Oh, yeah.
wow, dang, you cracked the pavement. You're gonna have to pay for that, dude.
Yeah, maybe the tentacle, you know, smashed into the ground. I feel like the person who like actually conjured the tentacles is gonna have to pay for it because they're the one that technically like caused the force in the first place. Although, then again, who knows? Maybe the police is corrupt against high rankers as well. I don't know. It's possible. Also, Mop says I was back kind of throwing a football like an American football. Yeah, they watch The Room. Also, you were the first person I saw bring up Felix. I don't know what you're talking about here. The first thing I said was you said Felix when.
Mm-hmm.
What? You think you can run away from an elite ranker like me?
Okay, so so we have
Interesting.
yeah, so we have it looks like the Pokemon like IV and EV like balance thing that you have. Interesting. Spirit Animal Octopus power stats 4.7. If 4.7 gains you an elite rank, I'm guessing it's an out of 5 system.
That's cute, Pipsqueak. Now where is my money?
Leave him alone!
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Classic. Well, where's my money, Denny? Back to the room again. But also classic main character comes in to stop the bully situation here.
We have here. Oh, a Grenville student, eh?
By the way, this is another thing I also notice again. Well, I don't know where this originated from. I assume it was from like some popular anime from some time ago, but like the idea of, you know, I'm very unhinged and therefore my eyes always look like this. This is a sign that I'm crazy.
It would be a pity if you were another one of those pesky low rankers. Grenville only used to have all high and elite rankers, and now they seem to be letting anyone in.
Oh, well, okay. Now we get to the clumsy exposition. Why would anyone have to state that to somebody from Grenville in that situation? No.
I said let him go!
I wouldn't mess with me, kid, if I were you.
Oh no, oh God.
Please stop!
It's not just shrinking, it's also like twitching and like going
Oh
up and down.
God! And you can see the outline of what was once the eye still around. Oh,
Okay.
God.
All right, Bon, I promise you this, that one final Mutant Girl spoiler, that doesn't happen. That's not how I shrink the eyes.
Oh man!
What did I get myself into?
Like,
Also,
can you please just do it the normal way? Like, take the time to separate the eye parts, and then you can animate the whole eye for this one section, and you can do it for the rest of the time you decide to mess with the pupils.
Yeah.
Oh my
Also,
god. There's something so
by the-
uncanny
yeah.
about the static eye and the moving iris. It's making me stim, and it's not a good stim.
Yeah. So by the way, by the way, Quasi, yeah, this might be the real reason that Shigaraki has a hand on his face half the time. It's not just because of penance what he did to his family. It's also because he just gets he just gets dry eyelids constantly. Please do this next episode for fun. Yeah, just mess with Bon. All right.
I'm a low ranker. I can't defend myself from an elite ranker. What was I thinking? Wait, I know. God, hopefully this works. Well, I don't think you would want to mess with me either. After all, a high ranker like me could use a quick warm-up for my abilities before arriving at school.
Okay, I thought that what she was gonna do with like based on like that voice, I thought she was gonna try and flirt with him. It's like, wow, you're so powerful.
Oh man.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Well,
Practicing my powers on a
I was about to say,
like you, eh?
scene isn't over yet. Why are
Mhm.
you getting so close, bro? Yeah, I'm out. No, I'm out.
Yeah.
God.
She should have
Can't
summoned
believe
I'm
the
not
that
king.
even
worked.
scared of her power
Are
ranking. I'm scared of how much personal space she's invading.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm not extroverted enough for this! Goodbye!
Oh, there
my
we go. I was-
God.
I was about to say I liked how they're keeping like her spirit animal a secret, but fair enough. Okay, the spirit animal's a sparrow. All right,
So
makes
what's
sense.
the goat from? Oh, that wasn't her, was it? Never mind.
No, that wasn't. That was just an early example of how it works. Which, by the way, not a very material animal now as well, much like the goat from earlier.
Nelly, help me heal him, okay?
Huh?
Hey, are you...
Oh, it's happening again. It's not the pre-rendering.
Not that time.
Yeah.
He slid
It's
forwards.
Bit. Thank you for trying to help me. Well, wait.
Ugh,
How did you beat him?
It's all about quick thinking, I guess.
Wow. That's so amazing. I'm sorry. I gotta go. My mom will be looking for me.
Why is she... What is she
Isn't it a
doing
school
with her
day?
face?
Is everyone about to go to school? Why is he homeschooled or something?
Did you see what she was doing with her face the entire time he was talking? Every other frame, she just close her eyes and grin. Like Shoti. No, go a little bit further back. Go a little bit further back.
All right, fine.
You only
Okay.
saw one. She did like
Wow.
4 times. One,
So amazing.
Oh no, it's like Blackjack
I'm
dancing
sorry.
fallen
One,
I
angel.
gotta go.
2,
My
What?
mom will be
Ew.
Three.
looking for me.
4.
Ee, ooh, hmm. Ugh.
God, my head hurts just from healing him a little. Ugh.
Don't know what happened to the last homeschool character. Yeah, she survived, unfortunately.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to flashbacks of things that happened 10 seconds ago.
Narration. Good.
In my world, everyone is born with an anima inside them.
Yeah, see, this is what I was expecting, and this happened in Unbounded as well.
The energy and
Why are
soul
the
of a
why
spirit
is
animal.
the outline so jagged on the sides, especially on the head? So
That's-
pointy.
That is a good question, because you could absolutely do silhouettes at this point. Or maybe
This is
not,
a
actually.
cool
Maybe that might do a
gradient
Gacha Club
effect, though.
thing. Hmm.
I like this visual.
Yeah, and the fact that they're like different symbols as well.
Yeah.
It's not by DNA, it's just random. As we get older, our spirit animals will awaken when the time comes and claim us, a mark appearing on the top of our heads. Then, from then
Oh, it's like in Percy
on
Jackson.
out, you and your spirit animal will become partners. In any situation, they basically double your abilities in a fight as your partner. It doesn't mean your spirit animal will always be by your side. You can summon and unsummon them at any time, and you can also use your
They're
ability even
Pokemon.
when you don't have.
I mean, we did make the comparison earlier, but yeah. I could help Percy Jackson. Okay.
Have your spirit animal summoned, because the anima is already in you. Our population is made up of different rankers.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. No, I can't gloss over the fact that somebody with a turtle spirit animal had a protection shield that looks exactly like Carapace. Well, not exactly like Carapace, but close enough. All right. This feels more like My Hero Academia than Miraculous, but hey, there's something in here.
Depending on your power stats, which
It's like we said to April Moon, take from multiple, inspirations rather than just one.
include speed, recovery, intelligence.
There's another jagged outline. Well, everyone else there's like
heck?
regular circle ones, but there's one jagged person. Huh?
Maybe it's
Defense,
symbolism.
and power. The rankers are low rankers, mid rankers, elite rankers, and high rankers. And
So yeah, again, I guess elite is
I'd
underneath
kill
high for some reason.
I'd kill to have a meerkat as my spirit animal, please.
I mean, hey,
If you could, Jacob, if you could pick any animal to be your spirit animal, what would it be?
that is a very good question. I don't know, honestly.
I'd probably go for like a raptor of sorts, like a hawk or an eagle, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
There we
Maybe
go.
I'll just
Bud just
go
got the right idea. Eagle.
Maybe I'll just go for a blue jay and have Roboto in real life.
Yeah, pink cat.
A pink cat as long as it can talk in that case, but yeah. Or a duck. I think we're all going with birds, apparently.
Ooh.
Fair enough. Except for Bond was a meerkat, but yeah.
I
Okay.
said eagle.
Yes, but you've started off. Okay, never mind. Yeah, nothing about this. I do like the symbols of like the importance of the different ranks being like, you start off as low and they're not all like the same size like you would expect in this situation. There's a little bit of subtlety going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then a subcategory off of the high rankers, called mystic rankers. These people have mystic animals as their spirit animals.
Wow.
And
Hold
Overpowered
on.
much?
Wait. I need to finish this
only a
explanation.
few of these people come every generation.
Okay, hold on a second. So wait a minute.
I take it
So
back.
we
I
saw
want a dragon.
before- No, so we saw before that that somebody's power like GPA or whatever they called it was could increase. And that then led the person to go from mid ranker, I guess we now know, to elite ranker. Because that's what I was saying before. Hey, my power increased. That means you're an elite ranker now. Yeah, fantastic. Bet you hope you can catch up soon. Implying that it doesn't matter what kind of animal you get, you can still climb the ranks if you are skilled enough.
Oh.
But
yeah, I didn't
and yet for some reason, mystic rankers are only among high rankers, implying that one of two things: either high rankers stay that way and are born that way, or whatever, which defeats the whole purpose of increasing your skills, or mystic rankers, if you find out that you're a mystical creature as your spirit animal, you are automatically granted the title of high ranker as a result. Either one of those is a bit more confusing here.
Yeah, Quincy's right. I guess we all know who our main character is going to be. We did see like a phoenix in the thumbnail, so I don't know, man.
That's true. Yeah.
And we did.
I set myself on fire because of it.
Make up 33% of the population, barely have any power, and only have one skill.
And 10% of people have no quirks at all. I mean,
we got squids.
These people are looked down upon and are mistreated poorly.
Wait, they're mistreated poorly, as in people try to mistreat them but fail to do so properly?
They're very badly mistreated. They try so hard to treat them badly, but they can't come up with unique enough insults.
No, there's only so many people that could think of tentacles slamming onto the road. Most other people.
So inspiring.
Yeah.
Their power stats range from 1 to 1.9. Mid-rankers make up 50% of the population, and are the most common people found in this world. They are always
I mean, if they're 50%, they kind of have to be, right?
considered average. They have a couple of skills, and their power stats range from 2 to 3.9. Elite rankers make up 14% of the population. They usually become successful and are also very powerful. They have 4 to 10 skills, and their power stats range from 4 to 5.9. High rankers make up 3% of the population and are highly respected. These people are extremely powerful and have 10 plus skills. Their power stats range from 6 to 10. Power
Okay, so it wasn't an out of 5 system. I stand corrected.
can also be improved, and you can also become more powerful by
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about.
practicing and getting to know the true form of your anima. So early bloomers are the people who
Hold on, wait. The true form? Oh, is that why mystic rankers only come about once a generation? Because the mystical creatures disguise themselves. Maybe that sparrow's not actually a sparrow, you know?
Evolving, yeah.
Yeah, that sparrow's not gonna stay a sparrow for long. It's gonna become a phoenix and burn everything.
have a head start to
Yeah.
boosting their powers.
Turn into a pigeon.
People in this world only care about power. High rankers are destined to become leaders, and low rankers are destined for no success.
And apparently they have a corrupt police system and possible education one as well, by context details. I don't
In our
know.
world,
Now that's
it's
symbolism.
just like that.
Hmm.
Everything is based on hierarchy, even the schools. Okay, I registered in, and
KW
now
just
all I need
scrubbed
to
the
do.
word Q beyond recognition.
Okay? The music?
What?
Do is head to class to see.
They just say does it have a,
That was
does it have a
funny.
poster? Hold on, do they have a poster that says Grenvale High inside of Grenvale High? Why would they need that? Anyway, once again, this character fails to use the space appropriately, much like in the road earlier. Now, just the case of like, if there are enough people around, she will just pick the wrong spot to be in. Okay.
It's head girl Zuri. Okay, to see probably in the hallway to.
No, not head girl Zuri, who. Okay.
To the left of me. So I should be.
Hey! How dare you not apologize to Zuri?
All right, Mabel, up to animal, electric eels 6.0. Okay, so only just
Does the water spawn
high
in
ranking.
with the electric eel, do you think? Or else is it that whenever it spawns, it just flops around on the floor like a Magikarp?
I think because it's a spirit, it can sustain itself in the air. I guess maybe, but yeah, good question.
I love the idea of just all right, eel, go. Just bleh,
Yeah.
bleh.
Also, these like pentagonal stats are always very interesting because technically speaking, main character here is actually like more powerful in recovery than Mabel is here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where if you can use like your ingenuity, you could technically best someone in a certain way.
Also, KW, if you said I'm trying my best with not enough sleep, you know what I'm gonna say. Come on, you're walking right into it. Like actually.
Go to sleep.
What?
Mm.
I'm so sorry. I'm new here, and I had a lot on my mind, so I.
Oh, this is one of her skills, by the way. I guess one of her 10+ skills, painless paralysis.
I didn't realize.
I don't care if you're new or not, stupid. You still haven't apologized
Oh,
properly
God,
to
again.
Zuri.
But
The glowing
technically,
eye
we both bumped into.
Not. Oh, great! Now it's showing up with her eye closed, but doesn't show up when she walks. Sure. If you're gonna
Again-
commit to it, commit to it.
Again,
I-
it's one.
As the creator of a
Unfortunately, frame
series-
by frame is the best way for this. Yeah.
Yes, as the creator of a series that thrives in shadows and glowing eyes, you gotta commit.
Of course. Yeah. Also, what is this facial expression here? Is it requiring like an exceeding amount of force to lift her? I mean, realistically, yes, it would, but in most gachas, they don't care about that. Or was it just she's so angry because she's like, I've never been talked back to. I can't process these emotions. Like, what's happening?
Ugh, shut up and apologize. That's enough, Mabel. I'm sure.
And
Oh,
the
no,
teachers
you missed
and
it.
school monitors
You
are
missed a
nowhere to be
chance.
found.
You missed a chance here to say, but if I shut up, how can I apologize? Missed opportunity. Come on, it was right there.
Then you could hear us learn her lesson.
Yes, I have. Thank you so much, Zuri.
It's time to show Weasley how to respect his superiors.
Zuri, why did you let her go like that? She didn't even apologize.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Quincy. I wish I was though.
Oh, Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Tune in next week for more Dragon Ball Z. I'm kidding.
Don't worry, Mabel. A low ranker like her will probably have it rough for the rest of the day.
So you pity her?
No, I'm letting her go just because as head girl, I must give good impressions on the new students, shouldn't I?
Yeah, they're all afraid of you, so you're doing a terrible job apparently.
Next time though, I won't be so lenient.
There's no one else around to
That's
have witnessed
purpose.
it. Also, look, here is the blurring thing again. You know, we're not
What?
just only 2 students in the background
Oh,
there,
yeah,
and maybe a little bit of like the others.
Yeah, this doesn't really work because if you're gonna that's not really how blurring works just in general, because you need to like if you whatever you want to be focused. First of all, this is a wide shot, so you probably shouldn't be blurring anything. Second of all, like if you're gonna use blurring in that way, then you gotta you gotta ask like what should you be focusing on. And also, yeah, the background. Well, this is the problem, right? Because the background is the entire thing, including the floor, the sides of the walls, and not just the back wall with the door. So this is a problem because if you can only blur, if all that's on one layer, then you'd have to blur the entire thing, including the floor and the side walls with the whiteboard, and then the entire thing will look bad. So overall, just don't blur those back characters. Like, you should have taken a look at this one shot and be like, yeah, maybe not.
It's a custom background. You can't possibly blur the custom background. The audience will need to see that and give praise for it. See the issue with, the editing mentality behind a lot of these.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think they just wanted to do blurring, and it just didn't work. This is a show off of the blurring, not necessarily the background. This is giving me a headache.
That is true, because everything's custom backgrounds.
No, you survived last Gacha review stream. I don't want to hear it.
Attention class!
Are you going to be a teacher who hates the students again?
Oh, what a great frame to pause on. This is an issue with like a lot of gacha characters with this mouth. It's something to. It's almost inevitable.
We'll be joining our class today.
And the computer's not pre-rendered. It's going at different speed. Okay.
Ooh, that was a bad cut.
And now there's so many. The legs on the table are more blurred than the table itself.
That's the girl that Mabel was beating up earlier. Hey, Mabel! Do you think she may be a high ranker?
I mean, if she were a high ranker, would it have been that easy to beat her up? Actually, that depends. Could a high ranker break out of painless paralysis that easily?
She's here. Ugh. That's the
What is she doing here?
girl I bumped into earlier. Had to teach her a lesson for disrespecting Zuri. So she's...
Yes, we all remember what happened, and that is exactly why it was brought up to you. Why are you explaining it again?
Just another one of those low rankers.
That feels like it was the alternative title of the series, just another low ranker.
God, Principal Reed needs to stop letting in nobodies like her. Greenville used to be so high ranked as a school in our country.
You know, you might want to tone it down a little bit. You are in class and you're yelling all of this.
Because we only
God, I hate
power
the
3.5 and up. Such disgraces.
Brooke, please introduce yourself to your new classmates.
I thought they
never
just
mind.
called her broke. All right, broke.
Oh, I also remember from the credits that Brooke is actually voiced by NotZoey herself. So we've got we've got the Aiden method here.
Oh god, this is the worst case of outline black I've ever seen.
Hi there, my name is Brooke, and I moved here because of my dad's work. And
What's your ranking?
Ranking?
We need to concern ourselves with a thing like that. Nah, come on. Okay, just because like Harry Potter literally came up again, I already quoted Draco Malfoy earlier. In the book, one of the first questions that Draco asks Harry when they meet at Madame Malkin's is actually what his last name is, not what his first name is, which shows like his which shows his priorities immediately. So yeah, we probably are going in that direction. What's a ranking?
I'm a low ranker.
So hello, City of Troy.
No, not another one of those 33%
Anyways, you
of the
could
population.
Yeah.
sit right there, next to Trevor. Oh,
Oh, okay. I was about to say we're doing the chair appearing thing, which, by the way, for a series with so many custom props, you would think that the chairs would also be included in that.
okay. To start today's lesson,
Well, I
we
don't
will
think
begin
there are
with learning
sitting
about.
poses that don't have the chairs in Gacha Life. If it is Gacha Life,
If it's Gacha Life, then then actually, there are grade chairs you can use as props. However, most of these props were not actually in Gacha Life, meaning that they were sourced elsewhere. So that whole argument is void.
Our spirit animal descent.
It's so
oh
annoying.
god,
Principal
you gotta look at these cuts before you change scenes, dude. Like, this is a very common problem for me as well. When you are changing shots or scenes, and you don't need those characters anymore, like they might just disappear a frame right before the scene changes. You gotta watch out for that. It's very sneaky when it happens, but you
Yep,
gotta watch out for it.
and the easiest solution to that is once again pre-rendering your video.
Re-rendering.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, honestly, for what happens in Music Go, like, yes, obviously nowadays, nowadays all the scenes are delegated anyway. Well, all the scenes are delegated, but a lot of the scenes are delegated to other people. But that's because, like, one editor will take one scene at a time and then compile everything together, and then I will take them all in for the final edit, which means they're all pre-rendered anyway. But even if that weren't the case, that's also still that's going on. I'm doing it for Weather Pops right now, actually. I finished scene 1 a long time ago, and that's been uploaded and is like available for members. And scene 2 is is in a whole different project that will eventually, those two will be put together with each other along with the rest of it.
Ooh, interesting question here from City of Troy. How long have you been in the Gacha fan base? All capital letters at the beginning of the words. I don't know about Jacob, but I've been here since like just when Gacha Life released. So I think late 2018, early 2019, I think.
Yeah, that would have been October 2018.
How do you know that?
Oh, I'll get to my origins in a second, then you'll see why. But continue yours for now.
No, that's it. That's it. That's when I joined. I've been in the Gacha fan base for like math. 7 years? Yeah, 7 years.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So so in my case, yes, it was also around that same time. But the reason I remember that so vividly is because because my first Gacha video came out it was a Gacha verse video. It came out on October 28th, 2018. And
wow.
right as it came out, but as I was so excited to show like the two friends I had at the time that got me into Gacha in the first place, and also voiced many of the Music Go characters in season 1. I was decided to show them. It's like, look at this thing. The first comment that one of them said was, "Why are you using Gacha Verse? Try Gacha Life." It's like, but you told me to use Gacha Verse. Oh yeah, but Gacha Life came out. How was I supposed to know that?
A week ago. It came out a week before that.
Pretty much like as I was working on
20th.
that first video, which is why I remember October 2018 so vividly.
Yeah, it's October 20th. I searched it up. It's October. It was a week before everything released. Jeez. YouTube at its finest right there. Make me new content. So out of curiosity, is that video still up and where can I find it?
Yes, and in the usual place.
I want to see it.
Yeah, this was actually when I was attempting to subvert the gacha tropes at the time much more like closely. So it is a video that is called, I'm pretty sure it is called, the hated child becomes a princess, the hated girl becomes a princess.
Heck yes, everyone's
but
first.
It's but it's a song and it's not based on like the original like story or something. That's where Cycle Dismay comes from. That's apparently Emily's favorite song of mine that I've done, apparently. So
Yeah, my first video was obviously Dark Side. Not gonna brag. It was a beginning and it did so bad.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. for the content. Well, now you know where to find it. If you just look up Cycle of Dismay, it will also come up. There you go. Aiden has been telling me to remake that for like for the anniversary every October as well, which is also why I remember that. But yeah.
It
Oh,
seems
yeah,
to
you
be
go
letting
ahead,
any
Best.
ranker in.
Thanks for taking my
I
advice.
know.
Hmm.
Can you believe it? At this point, Lakewood High is
Ooh, custom props that change with the camera angles. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, very nice. Also, I see this as well. Use Gacha videos on this account. Well, if you want us to take a look at some of your Gacha videos and want to feature on Gacha Review, just let me know what your account actually is.
Oh my god! Again,
going to become the number.
different colored hair outlines.
Yes,
bothering
it
me
seems like a lot of them do.
Number
No,
one
but she
ranked high
doesn't.
school.
She doesn't. And pretty much all the other characters don't either, except for the main character. This is the only one that I've noticed besides her now. Why?
Maybe he's
In
important.
the world, and not us.
Oh, yeah. Main character.
Honestly, I don't get it.
Maybe he's a love
Why would
interest.
he do
Yeah, you never know.
that? We used to be so much better, and now look at us.
Yeah, well, as long as we have Cairo at our school, we'll be number one no matter what. Right, Cairo?
Huh? Oh.
Oh,
Never mind.
also
That's a love interest. I hated
face.
that.
Also back facing extra. Very nice, very nice.
Ooh, yes!
And this, by the way, is a good use of blurring. That's what you would need it for in this situation.
But what if Lakewood High gets a Mystic Ranker? What will we do then?
I highly doubt that will happen, Mabel.
If only there was somebody who may or may not have a sparrow that becomes a phoenix.
We should talk to Principal Reed. We are the most powerful students at our school. We should have a say in this.
Is there a student council of some kind? I mean, one of you's a head
Let's
girl, so I guess
say.
there is some sort of prestige there. But I
Guys,
don't know.
we're so high ranking. We're practically the teachers.
You know, that is something that I wonder. You know, like I mean, depending on the hiring process, there is a possibility that some students might be higher ranking than the teachers. I wonder what kind of dynamic that would actually provide.
I still can't find that girl from the prophecy.
This is why Appwich Academy teachers and students are all based on like martial arts ranking for that very reason.
Ah.
It's been a week now since I received the prophecy through a dream from my spirit animal, Saphir.
Ah, exposition. Good! Just in case anybody was wondering, inside my big brain of mine.
It's been a long time since my mother disappeared investigating spiders right before she died.
Yet I
Long
still can't
ago,
figure it
the four
out.
nations lived in peace until the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh. It's not quite an as you know, because we didn't know it and he's not saying it to anyone, but it feels like it.
See, the better way to do it is if he was kind of like zoning out and you could like hear these voices and then he clocks right back into reality, and that'd be a good subtle way to be like, oh, what's going on with him? Instead of just full on telling us exactly what's going on. Yeah. I like mystery. Give us a little bit of it. Make us work for our content.
Yeah. Pokotho Tenoi Correxis.
Nibble and nap them.
It's time for school.
Oh, okay. We're not.
So we're
is this a
rewinding
flashback
back
now?
Pyro, get your lazy butt out of your bed. It's time for school.
You said
It's time
that.
for school. What is it called? School. That thing.
Yeah, Lords in Black are my spirit animals. Yeah, can we pick the Lords in Black?
I mean, you'd be mystic. You'd be definitely be mystic rankers at that point.
Yeah,
Saphir was
forever
probably
scarred.
warning me that she was going to overthrow me. I can't let that happen. I don't want anyone to ruin my path to success. That girl.
In all honesty, I could actually see somebody just implanting that dream via magic just to mess with him. That probably is someone's skill in this world.
Was a master of the spirit phoenix.
Prank, bro! I know you've been thinking about this since you were 5 years old, man, but I swear, it was only meant to be a harmless prank. The voices! The voices! I yearn for them to come back!
Those voices screaming out, la 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 la.
Oh my god, that was terrifying. Like, I
Speaking
think I
of
was
nostalgia.
actually watching you go insane for a second. You had me fooled.
I have an acting degree.
Also a mystic ranker like me. I should be able to find her easily if she's that powerful.
Pyro, did you hear anything I just said?
What? Yeah, of course. Well, I have to go, to the bathroom.
And in classic fashion, once again, no one eats their food. Oh, and his food switched. He had a burger in front of him before, and now it's an apple.
See you guys.
See you guys? He's just going to the bathroom.
I must find that girl.
Oh.
If not, she will...
He's got a point. Oh,
Was
I
that-
must
hold on,
find
was
that
that the-
girl. I really hope I just randomly run into her.
Yeah, can we just acknowledge like all the food in the background are smudges?
find that-
Everything else in the background looks fantastic, but just the food in general,
Girl,
what is going
not
on?
she will... Hey, watch where you're going, you...
I
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's why she had the eye patch. Wow, never seen this before.
so sorry. I didn't look where I was
She's
going.
the girl from the prophecy.
Beware the girl of the two-colored eyes. Beware the girl of the two-colored eyes.
Heterochronia. She has homophobia in her eyes. Oh god. I can't tell if that was a bit or a genuine total
I
ball
think
drop.
that might have been autocorrect, honestly.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That is
Beware
so
the girl that hates the gays.
funny.
Beware the girl that hates the gays.
Oh my god. Beware the internalized closet homophobia.
Oh, it was on purpose. Okay, all right, yeah.
It is her
Also-
who fears the gays.
Also, it is entirely possible. I didn't say it before. This video has 1.3 million views. It's entirely possible
God.
you might have seen it. Yeah, it's not
How
Zoe.
the heck did I not see it?
I don't know. I missed it out too, apparently. But anyway, to be continued in the next episode of Spirit Animals, all lowercase.
You're telling me your first initial premiere pilot video got a 1.2 million views and you discontinued it? I mean, I know it made it another episode, but come on, bro. People were clearly invested.
That does raise the question as to why that might have been. Guess we'll find out next time. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah. By the way, when I was checking NotZoey's channel today, I found out that she actually made a face reveal last month. It's apparently starting this new thing. This about like giving like other youths a platform. Her words, not mine. I'm not saying like the youths. That was like her wording. Yeah. Applications to take part in it have actually unfortunately ended last month. I was like, oh well. But either way, it's from one thing she mentioned in that video, aside from that whole program thing, was actually that that she's no longer in the same creative space that she was before. She wants to do something else that's a little bit different. It's not the end of the channel, but it's definitely it's there. But the focus is going to be a little bit split at this point, and to be more to do with social issues and such. So I'm guessing that part of the reason why this feels so close to Unbounded, like structurally and everything, is because there was for some time like that singular type of like storytelling mindset, like that type of storytelling mindset, and that carried on as it was refined in a few choice details, it seems. So yeah, I think I was gonna draw it back to something else I was talking about earlier, but I forgot what the original part was because I got distracted talking about the program thing. But yeah, I mean, the one thing that's definitely been eschewed from there, and as it's been evolved from, is that we don't have any any like major gacha cliches aside from dead parents in Unbounded. So that's that definitely shows something. And also, I think a lot of this was somebody who's at least like structurally or like editing wise inspired by the Music Freaks a little bit, because that scene with the table there is something that I also asked Quasi to mimic. So I mean, it still happened to this day, but back when it had just happened, the getting out of bed and the title sequence being played in that particular form, it's all very reminiscent, I think. Probably because that was that kind of like shifted the community's focus to some degree, and somebody who was actually able to pull that off would definitely desire to pull that off. So yeah. Remember the girl and the guy and the style and the food? It was a gacha I forgot. The memories and one more unlocked. The memories are coming back. Hopefully good ones, I will say. Can I play the Alpha Sisters By Love on live one day? Sorry if you did already, YouTube not tell me. Wait, do you mean can I react to it, or is it like an actual game they made?
I would imagine it's a reaction.
Yeah, well, because I saw them talking about it on the server, I guess, because I didn't figure out if there was a different type of media or not. But yeah, and sure, I can absolutely do that. I mean, I'm still working through Bunny Wunny Tales for them, but okay, it's a story gacha. It's a story gacha, but not from Gacha Story. I'm guessing. Maybe it is. Oh well. In terms of this, that's another thing that's interesting. Whether or not this was Gacha Club or Gacha Life, it says Gacha Life in both the title and the video. But yeah, there's some things that seem to be, unless the outlines were custom colored somewhere else and the heads were reattached. But I don't know. There is some precedent for that being how this was all done with everyone, aside from because again nothing gets pre-rendered. So of course the character who's like flying through the air would have a shuffling head. But I didn't notice that ever happening with any of the characters as they were actually, moving through aside from them, like for walk cycles or something. I didn't focus on whether or not somebody actually their outline changed as soon as they started walking or not. Probably could do that actually just quickly. We go back to this part here. Yeah, this part here. Let's see. It was that would.
I do not know how they did it.
Yeah. So I guess yeah, that's one of those editing mysteries, I suppose. Which fair enough. And like I said before, clearly this is somebody who even at this point, definitely, had the skills to try and pull off something, reminiscent of, that inspiration, and also had some skill with custom backgrounds. I know that Rosie Closey drew the backgrounds in the Music Freaks. I'm not sure if that's the case here, but either way, it was they're either really well drawn or really well sourced and applied, because none of them looked out of place. Mm-hmm. The things that look the most out of place are, fittingly enough, the eponymous spirit animals. They're the ones that you think, okay, I guess because it'd be very hard to make these things move, even with animation software or like, I don't know, it depends on what was used for this. They're the only things that look out of place. And for that, I think Midori's approach in using like, video game sprites probably fits the aesthetic a lot more than something a bit more hyper realistic. The same way that some people have issues with non-vector image backgrounds in gacha videos, which I also understand. But so that's the only thing in that case. As far as the story it goes, I mean, it feels like Unbounded in terms of we get a few context clues towards the beginning, then somebody explains it. I believe in Unbounded, Astrid was actually talking to to her students at the time, which is a little bit more organic than just let's do it this way, but it was accompanied with visuals, with had hidden symbolism and such. So the two things that do complement each other there are a few bits in here where you think, okay, some of the internal logic falls apart, but that's really all you can say about the story in terms of, you know, in terms of its shortcomings, aside from, you know, a little bit of a case of the cliches the Gacha community was sort of moving away from bit by bit. So I think that's it, to be honest. As far as character dynamics go, there's not really much to say aside from, I guess, you know, the antagonist all seeming to have that, you know, superficial link to each other that I'm sure can be broken down or somehow somewhat's going to be changed based on like however Kaio's perception is going to take from this point onwards. I say that like there's going to be like a long running thing. Like, it's not, but maybe next episode will get something to do with that. And personally, I look forward to seeing how it all not quite concludes, but how it all ends.
Cuts off abruptly.
Yeah. And how WizGaming will decide on the abridged parody as well, and what differences there will be from there.
Yeah. All right, I guess it's my turn then. Okay. So first off, like this was actually pretty decent, I think. I mean, you didn't like it reminded me a lot of Stronger Than You Think, where it's not going overboard to flex the attention to detail for certain things. At times there were little hiccups, like blurring, like weird amounts of blurring or lack of blurring. But other than that, you know, the voice acting was great. The designs are great. They had custom props and custom backgrounds. They did have camera angles, but sometimes I found the camera angles to be a bit jumpy, and especially when there are panning ones, like especially when the characters are not pre-rendered into the scenes, the panning ones kind of lose all their power, because it's just a bit off-putting to see everything else kind of moving individually. I'm a fan of the quirkiness of the anime style of things. So like when someone is yelling, there'll be these jagged, excitable lines on all edges of the screen, or like when a character's eye is like glowing like an anime style, I don't know, whatever. It reminded me a lot of Not Your Average Girl, but maybe just done a little bit better, to be honest. They had keyframing, they had animated poses and mouths, and that was great. When we're out on city streets, they had extras and they weren't faceless, thank God. The powers, especially the tentacles and stuff, that was hand drawn, and that's impressive. Like, you're not gonna find that stuff. You took the time to very meticulously create those things. That's impressive, and it looked good.
Yeah, maybe the backgrounds were drawn after all. I wouldn't be
Maybe,
surprised
I
if
don't
they were.
know. Yeah, me neither. I liked the attention to detail as well. When they had when characters were sliding across pavement, you can see dust particles. When the victim was getting thrown onto the ground by the tentacle, the pavement cracked. That's a bit of a problem for the city cleanup crew, but it's still a cool attention to detail that you didn't need to have, but you did. So great. Cool. Another thing that was kind of unique to this series specifically, they showed like stats whenever different rankings showed up. I don't usually see gachas doing that. They just kind of showed up, especially before like the whole exposition narration happened, explaining how their universe works. Like when the bully character with the tentacles showed up, like you could see there's just a card that just showed up, and it showed like a pentagon of where his stats lie, and that was kind of cool to see. You don't usually see that in gacha, and I kind of pleasantly enjoyed it, especially considering it wasn't exposition that was just dialogue and like, oh, here's this guy here and here's all of his stats. Let me quickly run you through all of them while this is going on. Like, it seemed very fluid and it worked quite well. On that note, when the exposition did come, I'm not a massive fan of when like you just jump away from the story and you do your exposition piece, but in this case it was actually pretty cool, especially with all the fun silhouette artistic choices that they made, especially with the outline of the gacha character. Even though it had a low poly count, it was still kind of a cool idea. And yeah, they also had back-facing characters, which is always nice. So yeah, lots of pros for this one. This was a pretty good gacha. Anyway, cons, body horror, obviously, with the oscillating head and the irises that would refuse to just stay in one place, especially in terms of the rest of the eye. That was terrifying. I personally thought the music was too quiet. As you said before, I thought the 3D animals were a bit uncanny. The props weren't pre-rendered when they were moving around, so that includes like the towel and stuff. When she's walking to and from the bathroom. I thought that the interactions, especially with the like high class characters, was a bit unrealistic because they like I almost said I'm taking a shot every time they say I hate the lower rankers. Like it just felt like that's all they were. And I kind of wouldn't have enjoyed if they were some of them were a little bit more than that. Like the one character with the void hair was a little bit more than that, but I was hoping that a few more of them could be like that. And I just, I feel like I've seen this story in every single gacha, like it's kind of tropey, but I think it's probably the best developed in terms of all the other stuff I've seen that has a very similar story. And yeah, of course, we all know that the little sparrow is going to turn into a phoenix. Like I probably wouldn't put the phoenix on the cover of the first video because that's a bit,
especially if it doesn't appear in the episode.
It's a bit of a foreshadow, but it's more like I would you might say foreshadow, I might say spoiler. Because it would be a cool thing if that's how it worked. The animals would just evolve into their animals or into their mystical forms. Like you'd have like a little lizard that evolves into the dragon. I don't know, whatever. But when you
would be like Pokemon there.
Yeah, well, when you show the phoenix, like everyone's immediately going to jump to the obvious assumption, so it's not going to be as much of a twist when it happens. That's pretty much all I have to say. I know that my feedback is long, but I like to be critical.
Hey, look, normally I'm the person who has the longest tirade at the end of these videos, so it makes a nice change of pace for everyone. All right, well, I think that's I think that's it for now. Join us in a couple of days for when we watch the abridged version of this and see if it's any good or not. But also join us tomorrow if you want on the Butter Bunch, because it seems like Mrs. Viculta Season 2 is starting. And I still haven't written the theme song, so I gotta go ahead and do that now. So thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.